idea because we should all keep our grandmas as close as possible.
Yes.
And now, like, you've made her so stylish, right?
She's part of the house.
She is part of the house. So we are going to talk a little bit more about trends now. And being able to get your fabric in a small batch is kind of a trend. So you can get as personal as you want to get with your decor. But I hear ice cream is also a trend.
You got it.
That's never going anywhere.
No, and I know you love this. So ice cream colors, and I like this because it's a lot kind of a softer palette.
Yeah.
It tends to work a little bit easier with things, but the thing about using ice cream colors, as you can imagine if you look over here, is that too much of it is too much. Unlike ice cream, where you can never have too much of ice cream.
That's true.
But the color palette itself might get a little bit overwhelming when you use a lot of it. So you have to balance it correctly, but I really love the colors, Trace. I mean, they're so soft and beautiful.
They're soft, they're beautiful, they're fresh.
Yes.
And they just add that little bit of, you know, whimsy. It's like I'm not taking myself too serious here.
100%. And for spring, this is such a great update. I mean, it really adds that kind of, like you say, fresh feeling to a space.
Love it.
So love that. Let's look at the second one. So let's talk about embellishment.
Okay.
But we talk about embellishment, most people think, oh, I'm putting rhinestones on something. That's one type of embellishment. But embellishments can also be like this beautiful macrame. Macrame is super popular right now, but the way that the embellishments are, if the camera can catch it here, you see the beautiful way that they've done the macrame. So it's about what you're embellishing, not necessarily the material itself.
Right.
They've carried that over into pillows. Now, this is great. This is an easy way to do it, right?
Yeah.
Easy way to do it. It's something that's easy. If you don't love it, this is something that's easy. You can change pretty easily.
Yep.
Don't have to worry about that. I like that.
It's all about the texture.
All about the texture, just like the boy said at the beginning. Geometrics. So this is something that we seen carrying over from 2017, and I like that, but we're seeing it in interesting ways. So even if you were to introduce something like a prism like this, which is nice, but it's not such a literal geometric shape or print of a shape, whereas if you have something like this great little tea set with the beautiful geometrics on it.
And look at, they just sit in there.
Right.
I think that's beautiful. So you got it as a display.
I like that. I really
never
like
need to put it away.
And the thing about this is for small spaces where you don't have a lot of counter space and you don't want to set them out, and you know, we're not doing those hooks under the counters anymore. This is really nice to do.
Gorgeous.
Brought it over in this beautiful throw.
Nice.
Isn't that soft?
Oh, that's so soft.
I know, I know. Love that. Okay, let's move over to indigo blue is the new black. The boys said it before, I'm saying it again, and I like this because black is a really harsh color to work with. It grounds a space really beautifully, but I really like the indigo blues. I mean, this with neutrals and a neutral palette is just a really nice soft transition, and I like the way that that works better than the black, which is a little bit more harsh and a little bit more stark.
That's right. And there's something very traditional about blue as well. It's sort of like this tie with the past. So I really do love blue. It's a softer way of doing things.
Absolutely.
What trend is this here?
Tropical.
Tropical.
Right.
Of course.
So tropical is big right now. And you know, it was very literal at the beginning. It was just kind of the plants and the tropical leaves. We were seeing it in pillows. We were seeing it in fabrics. But now again, they're introducing it in great kind of dinnerware, which we see here. So very similar to the set that we saw here. But isn't this a beautiful palette and colorway?
Yeah, it is.
Really nice. It really speaks to the ice cream colors as well. It kind of has all the trends built in to one. You could be a little bit more somber with the bowl that we have over here. So it has that kind of beautiful broad leaf on it. Tropical, but in a little bit more of a somber black and white. And then, of course, the faux plants.
Yay, faux plants.
Now, you and I are, yes, we kill everything. So it's really nice to have that faux plant trend. And I have to say, faux plants have come a long way.
They have.
I was always that proponent that said, never put a faux plant in your house, but seeing what they're really doing with faux plants now, I'm all about it right now.
Well, you look into the planter and it actually looks like soil now.
Yes, and you have to go up and feel it.
You have to go up and feel it, and the stem is all kind of discolored, so they make it look not completely perfect.
Exactly.
And all you got to do is dust this. It's amazing. You need a watering can. That's incredible. Now, you had some fun shopping at HomeSense for all of these great trends.